Hi, my name's Jimmy Mack, and I'm going to tell you a touching story of how I learned about foreclosure and the effects it has on good families like yours, and why I decided to help you homeowners beat the lenders at their own game. The feelings of embarrassment, shame, and financial insecurity are real. I can't think of anything worse than not knowing where your family will end up or how you're going to get there. Make sure to stick around to the end because I have some free information for you that I want to give you that could change your fear and insecurity to one of hope with a plan. My first experience with foreclosure when I was 17 years old. It was before I moved to the United States. It was in Canada during the mortgage meltdown in the 70s. I was from a small city that had very few jobs. The economy was bad just like now. The unemployment was very high, just like it is today. And I decided to start my own business as a small property preservation company. Our responsibility was cleaning out and fixing up the houses that the banks had foreclosed on so they could sell them quickly. I was working 7 days a week, 18 hours a day. The work was hard, but I made enough money by the end of the summer to buy my own house. It was a bank short sale from a local builder who had went bankrupt, and that would have been my first of over 1,000 short sales that I was involved in personally. But let me tell you about the day that changed everything for me forever. One day, I was visiting my sister's boyfriend after work, and I noticed that my friend Shane's house looked empty, and there was stuff all over the yard. The next day, one of my bank clients gave me a list of houses for cleanout jobs. I was literally shocked when I arrived at my first job. It was my friend and my hockey teammate's family home. My assignment was to clean out the house and take everything that was left behind to the dump. This meant throwing out any possessions that were left behind. It was really awkward for me walking through my best friend's house that was now vacated. For the first time, I felt the impact of foreclosure, and instead of being just the worker that was there doing his job. I walked in and found stuff everywhere. Things were like our hockey team pictures, furniture that we'd hung out on, TVs, and many personal family items that were just left behind. It was like they left in a hurry in the middle of the night or something. Much of what I considered were many valuable family possessions were literally left behind, and it shocked me to the core. Here I was, 17 years old, and throwing out one of my best friend's family's personal items. This was literally my first stand against foreclosure. I just couldn't do it. At the risk of getting in trouble from my bank client, I literally went to the grocery store and got boxes. I packed up all their stuff, and against my dad's wishes, I put it in his garage. The least I could do was try and save all their important stuff, even if they couldn't themselves. I found out later what effect this unfortunate event had on my friend's family. I saw Shane the next day at hockey practice, and we talked for a little bit. He told me that he was kind of in hiding and he was a little embarrassed. I told him that I really understood and I knew what happened, and I had saved many of the things that I thought were valuable, like pictures, our yearbooks, our hockey trophies, some furniture, his family mementos, and more. I told Shane that I had them at my dad's house, and him and his dad could come and pick them up anytime they wanted. Shane told me that his parents split up over the financial devastation, and they were literally staying at their grandparents', and his family was pretty embarrassed about the whole situation. He asked me not to tell anyone, and he was very thankful that I had saved his things. This is what foreclosure does to families. It literally destroys them. That was how I learned about foreclosure and the effect that it has on good families like your own. That experience really helped me shape my business ethics. I've done thousands of short sales with both the banks, the lenders, the servicers, and homeowners. And I've worked on both sides of the fence, and I literally always remember that first one, and it's literally shaped how I do business today. My job is to help you understand how you can protect yourself, protect your investment against the lender, and get out with the least amount of liability possible. If you are facing foreclosure, there's a lot more to it than just losing your home. You could be hit with a large bill called a deficiency judgment, and in some cases, a 1099 tax bill. Sometimes this can cost homeowners as much as $100,000 or more. I've seen families torn apart by these issues. But for those of you who are reactive, that pain and financial devastation can be converted to relief and freedom. I'm offering today a guide for homeowners who are facing foreclosure. Imagine not having to worry about that next phone call from the lender, or that piece of mail, or worse, that knock on the door from the sheriff telling that you only have 24 hours to move out or be evicted to the street. Today, by giving us your name and email in the box to the right, we will send you a free short sale guide for homeowners. This book is packed full of information useful that I've learned over the last 20 to 30 years that you can use to begin to develop your own plan, a plan to avoid foreclosure through a short sale. I know that pain that goes with foreclosure. I've seen it on both sides of the fence. If I could have saved my childhood friends the shame, the stress, and the embarrassment, and the ongoing financial devastation if they had to talk to me first, I would have. I can do something for you. Help me help you fight for your rights and show you how to beat the lenders at their own game. Thanks for your valuable time and allowing me to serve you. Jimmy Mack, over and out.